You have a boyfriend?
Your head rests against mine.
What does he have that I don't?
Because the terrifying part.
You're not real.
And if I am?
Campus. Day. My best friend Mia stares at me in class.
You dreamed about him again? 6 months straight. Girl, that's not a dream. That's a haunting.
My phone buzzes. Message. Adrian, be ready by tomorrow.
Wait, the Blackwoods? The rich psycho wolf dynasty Blackwoods? Apparently.
Wear something tight tomorrow.
I have work at the coffee shop.
Then don't come.
I don't have money for some fancy dress.
Yeah, I figured. Don't embarrass me.
As I walk out, his friends start laughing behind the door.
Bro, wasn't this supposed to be a 3-week bet? I thought you dumped the scholarship girl already. And now you're bringing her to the Blackwood estate? She writes my papers and doesn't complain. Works for me.
So why is your family suddenly interested?
My brother asked to meet her. Wait, Lucian Blackwood? The alpha himself? Relax. Lucian would never look twice at a girl without a scent.
No heat scent, no omega pull, nothing.
My brother never touches anyone. Not broke little nobodies pretending to belong in our world.
My hand tightens around the black card. 1 month ago, Adrian suddenly decided he wanted me. After a football game, he walked straight through a crowd of screaming girls and stopped in front of me.
Can I take you out sometime?
Everyone knew Adrian had just broken up with his model girlfriend. Guys like him didn't date girls like me unless. I still said yes, because my mother was dying.
I'm okay, Lyra. You don't need to keep working yourself to death.
The doctor steps outside with me. My chest tightens.
We can't delay surgery anymore.
How much time does she have?
A few months. Less if her condition worsens.
If I stayed close enough to him, enough to save my mom. The only thing Adrian didn't know, I never loved him.
Told you my family's insane.
Mr. Blackwood, your brother specifically requested that we make tonight's comfortable for Miss Vale.
Yeah. Lucian's in one of his control freak moods again. Don't bother me unless the plane explodes.
Noted.
Dark leather, amber lighting, cedar smoke.
Where are you going?
To my boyfriend's family gathering.
You have a boyfriend?
Your head rests against mine.
What does he have that I don't?
Because the terrifying part.
You're not real.
And if I am?
Before I can answer, the plane violently shakes.
Damn it. You okay? Why are you so red?
It's warm.
Another dream. For 6 months, the same man has been waiting for me in the dark. At first, the dreams were harmless. Then one night, I realized how beautiful he was. After that, his mouth on my—
But I was frostborn. Wherever I moved, cold spread behind me. It slowed the flames enough to matter. I remembered what Marin taught me. Clear a line, deny the fire somewhere to go. I shifted to full form and called out. Stags, wolves, elephants, and bears. Here they come. This moment is exactly as it was in my previous life. Prince Solian of the Phoenix Court arrives in his full power, in surface form, and Mira is in his arms, my sister, my husband's arms, around my sister. She looks at me over his shoulder, satisfied, certain. In my previous life, on the day of the bloom rite, my sister chose someone else. She persuaded the unwanted boar rider to pick me, claiming we were born for each other. Instead, I saved Prince Solian of the Phoenix Court by accident. He took me as his queen, Alex bloodline, a clan that had gone generations without children. I became a legend across the Everlight realm. My sister, bonded to her chosen lord, was cast out for barrenness. I came home with my youngest. While I'm having a meal, my sister poisoned my bowl, me and my child both. When I woke, it was the day of the rite again.
Everyone present is a worthy son of their bloodline. Choose freely.
Everyone began searching for their desired partners and presenting them with flowers. I didn't want any of it. In my last life, childbirth had nearly killed me. I wasn't doing it again. I'd painted myself plain, doll eyes, and plain clothing. A man came over, took one look at my outfit, and left in disgust. One by one, even the boar knights found partners. I stood alone. Then the doors blew open. Prince Solian of the Phoenix Court, in his full power, in surface form.
Mira saved my life. From this day forward, she is my true mate.
Elder Sylvan was greatly startled, some even shedding tears of emotion. Mira looked at me over his shoulder, satisfied, certain. I knew then. She'd been reborn too. Now I looked at her, draped against Prince Solian, already victorious. She thought she'd won. She hadn't thought through what it would cost her. Phoenix Court lords are of the flame-touched element. Their mates sleep in flame-touched air, bathe in flame-touched heat, eat flame-touched food. For a bloodline like ours, frostborn by nature, that's not a marriage. It's a slow execution. Last time I had no choice but to pretend to like it, every day. I smiled through the sacred ember aisles, through the scalding baths, through the meals that felt like swallowing coals. By the time I was pregnant, my soul core was already cracked. The children drew what was left. Mira was frostborn too. She just didn't know what she'd agreed to yet. The whole keep celebrated. Every unmated girl in the order delayed her own bonding to help prepare Mira's. The gift list ran 10 feet long. Elder Sylvan nearly emptied the sanctuary's vaults, trying to impress a man who didn't need impressing. Being the only one without a partner makes me the perfect candidate for handmaiden. Mila stepped forward.
Before, you were the elder. I deferred to you. How does this feel, sister?
I said nothing. She stepped forward and struck my face.
That look. You'll get used to it. Elder Sylvan has already agreed. You belong to me now. I'll hit you when I want, praise you when I want. You have no say. Start learning.
A courier arrived from Prince Solian. A phoenix mantle, light as air, heat-resistant, enchanted for speed. Mira touched it with both hands. I knew that mantle. For flame-touched bloodlines, it was a treasure. For frostborn bloodlines, it was a punishment. I'd worn it every day of my first marriage. It had carved away at my soul core for years. Mira would find that out eventually. Then a girl came running fast.
Flame touch damage on the sacred grove! What an awful omen. Today of all days.
I didn't wait. I ran. The sacred grove was burning hard when I arrived. Black smoke, screaming from inside the tree line. The Covenant elders stood at the edge and wouldn't move.
That flame touch power belongs to a Phoenix Court lord. We interfere, we offend him. Your sister's bonding is today. Don't make trouble. They're only low-rank familiatives.
I looked at him for a long moment. Then I went in. The smoke blinded me fast. The heat scorched my skin. But I was frostborn. Wherever I moved, cold spread behind me. It slowed the flames enough to matter. I remembered what Marin taught me. Clear a line. Deny the fire somewhere to go. I shifted to full form and called out.
Stags, wolves, elephants, and bears.
Here they come. A bear used its body as a shield. The wolves and elephants worked to clear a fire break. We were once at a disadvantage, but then turned the tide. Then the woods began to shake. The ground split open, the crack widening steadily. Lord Caliph of the Void soared out from within. He opened his maw and exuded bitter cold all around, putting out the flames.
This grove is mine. Who damaged it?
Hearing the noise, the elders and Mira came running. The Covenant elders said nothing. 1,000 years in this valley, and nobody had thought to check whether something older already lived here.
Look at her! Ash everywhere! Burned skin! It had to be her!
Every eye turned. I was standing there with my hands at my sides, charred, the same hands that had just spent an hour fighting the flames. I was certain someone would say it. Any of them. They'd all seen me go in. Elder Sylvan glanced at me, then turned to look at Lord Caliph.
Lord Caliph of the Void, our wayward daughter did this. She is yours to punish. We offer her freely.
I stood still. Not one of them spoke for me.
Learn your place. Touch her again, and I'll have you expelled.
Student at the Academy bonds with a guardian spirit at 18. Headmaster Sterling granted me a rare privilege, a choice between the two most powerful guardian spirits in existence. Caleb, the Golden Lion, or Kale, the shadow dragon they kept chained in the depths of the Academy's dungeon. Everyone warned me to stay away from the dragon. They said Kale was a monster, volatile, violent, and untamable. But I looked the headmaster straight in the eye and gave my answer. I choose Kale. In my last life, I chose Caleb. He was the Academy's golden boy, Headmaster Sterling's pride and joy. The night we bonded, he was tender, gentle. But 6 months later, he threw me into a dungeon and watched me scream as I was tortured to death. It was Kale who broke into that cell. covered in blood and fueled by a rage that shook the heavens. He held my cold body and let out a roar that tore the world apart. He gave up his soul for my second chance. This time, I won't make the same mistake. I walked out of the headmaster's office and across the training grounds. That's where I saw him. Caleb. He was surrounded by his usual sycophants. His practice staff slipped from his hand. It clattered on the ground, stopping just a few feet away from me. He didn't even glance at me.
Pick it up.
Pick it up yourself.
You dare talk back to me? Well, this is new. 2 days ago, you were still glued to him.
Weren't you his little shadow?
Your father would roll over in his grave if he saw you now.
Then, Maya arrived. She was limping, her clothes stained with fresh blood. She knelt down, her hands trembling as she reached for the staff, cold sweat beading on her forehead. Caleb grabbed her by the wrist.
You should be resting. Why are you even out here?
He turned back to me.
Look at her. She's barely holding herself together, and she still came out here for me. You? You can't even be bothered. You just came from my father's office, didn't you? What were you doing? Let me guess. You tried to play the pity card again, using your father's sacrifice to beg for a bond with me? You're pathetic, Ivy.
I didn't ask for anything. The headmaster summoned me because he's personally overseeing my bonding ceremony.
The other students swarmed us immediately.
Caleb! If your dad is involved, I guess you're stuck with her. Look on the bright side, at least the academy will be yours one day. I'm not bonding with you. Not unless you want history repeating itself. And whatever is going on between me and Maya, keep out of it.
My heart skipped a beat. History? Did he remember the past life too? Was he reborn, just like me? He swept Maya up into his arms and walked away without a backward glance. I watched them leave and let out a soft, cold laugh. Perfect. Stay with her. I never planned on being bonded to you anyway. 1 week